Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Right guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at vectors here, but more importantly Pythagoras and trigonometry using vectors. So I kind of like introduced this idea actually here in the very first lesson, but in today's lesson we will go through like 3 examples to work out like vectors obviously using the I and J notation and what it means by like this vector notation, okay? So, right guys, if you're new, obviously welcome to my channel. My name's Abdallah Wahishi and I'm a private maths tutor and also a qualified maths teacher here for secondary maths and also primary maths. Okay, I cover like all levels here from Key Stage 3 to GCSE maths and A-level maths. Okay, so guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. Okay, and enable notifications. But for now, let's get on with today's video. Right guys, so vectors, okay, so a vector we said here from previous videos, so it has a magnitude and a direction. Okay, so a vector here, so it has an amount and a direction. So for the purpose of like today's lesson, we're gonna look at like the angle and the magnitude actually of what like a vector is. Okay, right guys, okay, so 2, 3, okay, so like for like today's lesson, so 2, 3. So that means so 2i plus 3j. So the vector 2, 3, that is what I call like a translation vector. So that would say to me 2 to the right and then 3 up, okay? So if it's a positive in the top component, then I move to the right. If it's a negative, it moves to the left. I mean, if it's a positive, it moves up. And then if it's on the bottom, if it's negative, it moves down. Okay, so that is what a vector would like. Yeah, that is what a vector obviously is, what it does and what it's needed for. Okay, so we're going to look at trigonometry and Pythagoras. Okay, so we've got this vector here, so 2i plus 3j. Okay, we want to work out the magnitude and the angle. See, it might be hard to see actually, but that little angle there, that's what we want to work out actually. Okay, so magnitude just means the amount. So 2i plus 3j when I draw it, so it goes 2 across and then 3 up. Okay, so so essentially it becomes like a right angled triangle. Okay, which I would use Pythagoras and trigonometry. So Pythagoras' formula is there and trigonometry is there. So it's SOH CAH TOA for trigonometry and a squared plus b squared equals c squared for Pythagoras, okay, for length. Okay, so magnitude of my vector is just the square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared, which is square root of 4 plus 9, which is root 13, which is my exact answer. Okay, and then the angle theta, so if I label my side here, that's my opposite, that's my adjacent, and that's my hypotenuse. Okay, so opposite over adjacent, so it's tan theta equals opposite over adjacent, so it's 3 over 2. To work out that angle, I will take the inverse tan. So it's inverse tan of that. So 3 divided by 2, which will give you an answer. Okay, and I will put that in the description below. Okay, for that, guys. Okay, so I hope that's clear so far, guys. And I hope it makes sense so far. Okay, looking at 3 examples here for like today's lesson. Okay, so example 1. So find the magnitude and the angle of this vector. A is equal to 3i plus 4j. Okay, so first of all, I will draw this vector. So 3i plus 4j. Okay, so if you're interested, it would say like 3, 4 for your like vector notation. Okay, so the magnitude is just the square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared. So it's Pythagoras. Okay. So it would be the square root of 25, which would give me 5. So my magnitude is 5. And then to work out my angle, sorry, it might be a bit hard to see there. Okay, to work out my angle, it would be inverse tan of 4 over 3, because it's opposite over the adjacent. So it's inverse tan of 4 over 3, okay? So that is how I'd work that one out. Okay, right guys, next example, okay, last 2 examples. Find the magnitude and the angle of 7i plus 8j. So I go across 7i and then I go up 8j. Okay, so the magnitude, it will be the square root of 7 squared plus 8 squared, which is going to be 120 because I've put it there. Oh no, sorry, not 120. I've made a mistake there. It should be 49 plus 64. Sorry, which I can't do it on the spot actually, but I'll put the correct answer here in the description below actually. So ignore that. Sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, and then to work out the angle, it would be that's opposite, that's adjacent. So it's inverse tan of 8 divided by 7. Remember guys, if you're working at an angle, it's always inverse sine, tan or cos of the function that you're looking at. Okay, if you're working at a length, it will be either Pythagoras or rearranging the formula for yeah, obviously like given like a length and an angle, if that makes sense. Okay, so it just depends on like the context that we're looking at. Okay, and that gives us an angle of 48.8, I think it's 85, I think it is, or 81, sorry, degrees. Okay, right guys, final example for today's lesson. Okay, so find the magnitude and angle of minus 4i minus 6j. Okay, so it'd be minus 4, which is this way, and minus 6, which is down. Okay, that's my angle there. Okay, so it would be the square root of 4 squared plus 6 squared, which is square root of 16 plus 36, which is root 52, or it's 2 root 13 if you want to simplify it in that third form. Okay, for that, but I will put the numerical answer for each of these in the description below in my in my description below. Okay, right guys, lastly, to work out the angle theta is just tan inverse of opposite divided by the adjacent. So tan inverse of minus 6 divided by minus 4, which is the same as saying 6 over 4, okay? Which gives me an answer of 56.31 degrees, okay, to 2 decimal places. So that is how I'd work out the magnitude and the angle of like a vector, okay, notation. So it's nice and easy, guys. Okay, so I hope that was actually clear, guys. Okay, and I hope it made sense. Okay, so remember, guys, yeah. So remember, obviously, yeah. That this is obviously for like GCSE or higher tier for the AQA, EdXL, OCR, or the WJEC. Okay, feel free to, guys, to check out Maths Genie, Primo's Kitten, Corbett Maths, Maths Chelsea, and Hegarty Maths. So they are all very, very good, like, useful YouTube channels. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I hope everyone's okay. I hope you stay safe and stay well. Okay, and I hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, from like today's lesson. Okay, so I hope it was clear. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.